Hi guys and welcome back to Street Talk. I'm your host Mheshimiwa Benda. Thank you for staying with us. It has been a while. So many things have happened. Na bado hii ni Kenya na remain wale wa true. Yani, thank you so much for even subscribing. Thank you for your support. Na tunaenda far. So today we have a great show lined up for you guys. I have one of my friends mwenye discuss a very sensitive topic tuko nayo hapa kwa street talk yenye imeongelelewa sana hii weekend na previous week. It's about teen indecency. Kuna hizi pool parties, sex parties and all that So bila much ado tunaenda mpaka kwa guest wangu. Cameraman, tuende kabisa. So we want to really understand. Karibia my camera woman. We want to really understand what is happening in our country and the right person to discuss the issue is one and only the Duke of Kiambu, Johi Mwangi. He's a young man and a young, intelligent, brilliant mind, a leader of several youth groups in both Kiambu County and Murang'a County. He is also a businessman, well known for his great contribution in matters concerning agriculture, sports, transport and communication. He has also played a great role in manufacturing industry. He is also a political analyst and an activist. He's also one of the best minds of our time. He's also an aspirant for an elective post come 2022. But atatuelezea kimalizia pale which elective post yenye atakuwa navaa na hapo mwisho. So for now, he was born a leader and has touched so many lives of his constituents and youths at large. So he'll be sharing with us his story of teen indecency, sex parties na pool parties. Enyewe kila msee ameona what happened na yeye ndiye atatusaidia. So guys, help me welcome my guest today. So welcome young man.
Asante sana.
Haya, karibia cameraman. So give us a brief introduction of yourself. A brief.
So viewers, my name is Johi Mwangi. Other people call me the Duke of Kiambu, and truly I'm the Duke of Kiambu.
Yes.
I'm a young man who has a big vision for this country, who has a big heart for community service. I double up as a communication consultant. I'm a political analyst at Taifa TV, and I do many things concerning the community.
Thank you so much. Feel welcome.
Thank you.
Will you kindly tell us about this issue? Are these signs some of the signs of the end times? Whatever we are witnessing about the teen sex parties, tumeona kila mtu anajua hii story what's your take? Unaona ni kama the signs of end times?
Well, it will be too harsh to say that these are the signs of the end time, because some of these things that are happening in Kenya today happen elsewhere in developed nations such as the UK, the US. It's only that it is new to us. It's so un-African.
Mm-hmm.
But why are we experiencing such things today? Most of these things can be attributed to COVID-19. You know, everybody is blaming COVID-19 for everything.
Yes.
You know, when schools were closed, that implied that our kids were going to stay home much longer. And some of the things that they are going to interact with are social media and our television. And some of the things they are doing are what they see on social media and our television. So we cannot blame them. They are only doing what they see other people doing in these platforms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So Johi,
Yes.
you have been to different levels of education.
Yes.
Was the story different from what we are witnessing today?
No,
During your time?
I don't think so.
So hizo vitu bado zilikuwa hiyo time?
Zilifanyika. For example, if you go back to the 80s, 70s, hizi vitu zilikuwa zinafanyika, it's only that hazikuwa zinafanyika na kwa in the open venye zinafanyika saizi, zilikuwa bado zinafanyika. If I go back to those days in campus, these things were there. It's only that sasa saizi inafanyika na watoto wadogo.
Okay.
At least in campus you kwa ile age ya way past the teenager. When mtu mzima you can do your own, you can make your own decisions. Lakini sasa hizi zinafanyika na watoto wadogo sana, which is something that raises a lot of concern. Yes.
I know you are a youth leader.
Yes.
Which role are you playing in educating youth about involving themselves in such behaviors, drug abuse and pornography?
Well, we have partnered with different organizations.
Yes.
First and foremost, to talk to our parents, to make sure that they control what our kids are seeing on social media and TV. We also have in the 21st century whereby our TV or most of our shows are PG rated. So as a parent, you're supposed first and foremost to make sure that whatever your kids are watching,
Yes.
make sure that you take control, because all these things should zero down to parenting. The other thing, also on parents. These parents should make sure that they control and make sure that their kids interact with the right people, because most of these people are ending up in such things because of peer influence. Their peer groups. Most of these things are new to these kids, but due to peer influences and stuff. And that is why in the recent past we have been going to churches, going to children's home, going to at times schools that have opened the other day, to try and teach kids on good mannerisms. But before we come in on board to assist them, let us encourage our parents to start.
Thank you, Mr. Wajohi, for your opinion, how you have helped the youth. Were you a victim of such behaviors?
No, I wasn't, because
maybe you changed along the way.
No, I never changed. I have never been a victim of some of these things I'm watching on TV. Simply because I was brought up in a strict family whereby our parents were very strict. I had to be home in good time. They controlled what I watched on TV. There was a time I could not stay watching TV past 9. No, after 9, that is watershed. The media houses are allowed to show some adult content, kidogo. So my parents made sure I slept in good time, and what I watched and the people I interacted with were strict people. So I grew up in a strict family. Yes.
What do you think has contributed to such behaviors?
Well,
okay, you have highlighted some of them,
yes,
like peer pressure. Explain others.
Well, the society we live in today, we call it the digital age, the digital era. It has embraced what we call a moral decadence. Some of the things that were a taboo in the past are now being accepted in our society. For example, it is in the 21st century we are seeing same-sex marriages. It's happening in the world.
Even that's one of the end-time signs.
Yes, it is, but I want to presume maybe it's a sign to end times, but bearing in mind it is an African. It was something that was being done in the West, but in Kenya at the moment, we're seeing people who have attraction to people of the same sex. So in such an environment, if you don't take good care of your kids, they will end up doing some of the things we're seeing in social media and media houses.
So as an upcoming parent, how would you ensure that your kids won't follow the same routes?
Well, parents are touted as the first caregivers to any kid. So first and foremost, you have to be there for your kids. You know, we live in a world whereby our parents are too busy to bring up their kids, and that is why you see in most homes you'll find we call them boch. Kila unapoingia kwa boma unapata kuna boch, na wale wengine wazazi waliacha majukumu wakachia mbochi majukumu yao, and that is why we are having all these kind of challenges. I will be there for my kids, and I will make sure that I teach them the right thing.
What do you think about technology? Tunyang'anye hao matins hizi masimu, waache kuchat na kuongea na communicate, ama tufanye nini?
Well, we have to accept that technology is here with us, and we have to embrace it. However, we need to limit how our kids use the technology. For example, if my memory serves me right, when the Jubilee government was coming into office in 2013, they promised that our kids were going to, those joining class 1 were going to be given laptops.
Yeah.
So we need to accept that we are going to the digital era. However, we have to censor some content. You know, in the digital platforms, you have all sorts of content. So as a parent and as government also, we have to make sure that we put in place mechanisms to make sure that our kids don't access content not meant for kids. Yeah.
I think you have already answered this one. What should the government do to stop such activities? What's the role of the government? Maybe ensuring that there are strict measures, bringing to book anyone who is culpable. Higher. What about the owners of the residence where the parties are held? Bars, clubs, hotels.
First and foremost, we should we have rules and regulations that guide human behavior in a nation, in a country. Then they are contained in the constitution. First, if we have people going against normal laws and regulations, we should see people in court. For example, those who are caught in certain residence, I think there are 44 kids, minors. The owners of such a residence should face the full wrath of the law, so that people who are intending to go that direction, other people who want to take advantage of teens, should learn a lesson and desist from going that direction. So I think the government should be very strict in making sure that people caught violating the rights of minors end up in prison.
So thank you so much, Wajohi Mwangi. But just before I let you go, comment about the DCI speech yesterday. I think yesterday about post-election violence, 208, 207 issue.
Yeah, so the DCI Bwana Kinoti came out yesterday at his residence, his offices somewhere and he was hosting people who are perceived to be post-election violence victims. That is 12 years, because the same happened in 207, 208. If my memory serves me right, the first handshake that took place in this nation happened between Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto, the DP at the moment. And some of the things that happened then, the two communities that were by and large involved in the violence decided to bury the hatchet and embrace peace. And the Rift has enjoyed peace for the last 13 years. Also, I also come from that place, so I know we have peace in the Rift Valley. So it's very sad that the DCI is now trying to come and awakening the ghost of the past. It's so unfortunate. The people themselves sat down and agreed that let bygones be bygones. Let us forget and move on as a family, as a community. And people are enjoying peace. So I don't think the DCI is in order. And today he came out and released a statement saying that he was misquoted. What he said the other day was he was misquoted. And what he meant is that at the moment we have people who are trying to scare residents who are non-residents. That is, that if elections don't go a certain way, they will be pushed out of their homes and many other things. I don't think that is the position on the ground, and the DCI should desist from bringing upon unnecessary tension. Yeah, it should pull back.
Then comment about BBI train. Collections of signatures begins tomorrow.
Yes,
on Wednesday.
It's a sad affair when we are having upsurge of COVID-19 cases. We are experiencing more cases every passing day.
But we had the train as early as 2 years ago.
Yes, the BBI has been with us for the last 2 years. That is it's a baby of the handshake. But at the moment as we speak, Kenyans need proper health care more than the BBI. Kenyans need food on their table more than the BBI. So I think what the government should do Instead of going and squandering 14 billion meant for a referendum, let us channel all these resources into NHIF, into our hospitals. Let us buy our doctors PPEs. Let us pay our medics who have already announced, who have given a strike notice. Let us make sure that our health sector is performing. The other day I did hear that UHC collapsed in Nyeri. Let us take these resources, the 14 billion, to Nyeri and help our Kenyans. We don't need BB at the moment. Referendum can wait, but health cannot wait.
Give us your final remarks here. Tell your viewers something.
So viewers, thank you very much for...
And where they can find you.
Wow. Thank you very much, Ben, for hosting me. You can always find me on my social media handles. That is Michael P. Wanzohi on Facebook, Michael P. Wanzohi on Instagram, and at Michael P. Wanzohi on Twitter. You can always catch up with us on Taifa TV every Tuesday and Friday at 2:30 p.m. So thank you very much for having me.
Thank you so much. That was his time, Wanjohi, the Duke of Kiambu. And thank you so much for coming to this show. We have enjoyed the show. So tuendelee kusubscribe hapo ni kumheshimiwa Benda na tunaendelea far. Thank you so much.